You died. But instead of peace, light, or oblivion, you wake up screaming. Your skin boils without flame. The ground rides beneath you like it's alive. And everywhere, endless screams echo in a language your soul somehow understands. There's no welcome, no judgment, no second chances. Just pain. This isn't some metaphor. This is hell. And you're not alone. Billions are trapped here, and no one knows why. But before we dive deeper into this infernal world, what exactly is this place? Why are you here, and is there any hope of escape? This isn't a prophecy. It's not a warning. It's a vision. A raw, unfiltered glimpse into what hell might actually be. Not the cartoonish pit of flames with red devils poking pitchforks, but something older, darker, colder than fire, and far more terrifying. This is a realm where suffering isn't punishment. It's the environment, where pain is the language. And the only law is despair. You don't arrive here to be judged. You're already condemned. And whether you are a saint or a monster in life doesn't seem to matter. Everyone screams the same. But within this endless torment, a question burns. Is this place truly inescapable? Or is there a deeper purpose to this suffering? A path to redemption, hidden beneath the agony. This is not just a story. It's a descent into the unknown. This is how hell might be like. Let's begin with the moment it all begins, your death and your first breath in the pit. Death comes suddenly. Maybe you drifted off in a hospital bed. Maybe you crashed, choked, or fell. Maybe you didn't even realize it had happened. But then, something breaks. Something unhooks from your body. You open your eyes, and everything is wrong. There's no tunnel of light, no family members waiting, no comfort, no warmth. You're lying face down on what feels like a floor made of charred bone and ash, yet it pulses beneath you like it's breathing. You try to speak, but your voice is gone. A scream comes out instead, your own. Around you, the landscape stretches infinitely in all directions. Black, cracked terrain under a sky choked with roiling crimson clouds. There's no sun, no moon. Just a faint, sourceless glow that offers no comfort. And then you hear it, screams. Not human, not animal. Something worse, millions of voices all crying out at once, weaving into a sickening harmony of agony. You're not alone. You never will be again. You try to move, but your body feels heavier, sluggish, like you're wearing invisible chains. There's something in the air, thick, metallic, oily. Breathing hurts. Thinking hurts more. Time has no meaning here. A second could be a year. A day could be a blink, and no one explains anything. Others are here too, naked, broken people crawling, limping, or just lying still. Some are missing limbs. Others have no eyes, no mouths, but still somehow, still scream. You look at them and realize some of their faces are familiar. A friend, a teacher, a stranger from the news. It doesn't matter who they were. Down here, everyone's the same, damned. Then it hits you. This isn't a dream. This isn't a mistake. You are in hell, and the pain is just getting started. There is no welcome, no guide. No one to tell you what to do or where to go. Only suffering and a cruel, cosmic silence. But if the arrival is this horrifying, what comes next? What tortures wait just beyond the first breath? Let's descend deeper into the torments of the damned. There is no single torture in hell. There are millions, each one tailored, not just to break the body, but to hollow out the soul. For some, it's the endless mutilation of flesh, skin flayed over and over again, only to regenerate and be torn anew. But the pain isn't just physical, it's emotional, psychological. Here, your worst memories play on repeat. Every mistake, every betrayal, every moment of shame, guilt, or fear resurfaces fully felt, again and again. And the worst part, well, you feel them not just from your perspective, but from the people you hurt. Every consequence, every ripple, every tear. You live through all of it. Others suffer more surreal horrors. Some are forced to walk endlessly across terrain that shifts beneath their feet. Lava one second, shards of glass the next, oceans of blood, then fields of screaming faces. The screams never stop. In fact, they get louder the more you try to ignore them. It's as if the entire environment feeds on your attention. The moment you focus on something, it becomes worse. You see people trapped in cages made from their own bones, suspended upside down while creatures, impossible things, shadows with teeth, whisper secrets into their ears that make them sob until they vomit. Some are buried alive in salt. Others are forced to watch their loved ones suffer again and again, with no way to intervene. Time loops in hell. You might walk for what feels like days, only to find yourself back at the spot where you started. Every effort to flee leads to deeper torment. And still, you keep trying, because doing nothing is even worse. Some souls begin to mutate, twisting into grotesque forms, not through punishment, but because of their own guilt and hatred. They become less human, more beast. Over time, many forget who they were. Names fade. Memories corrode. Until all that remains is the scream. And then there are the whispers. Faint voices in the back of your skull, always speaking in your language, but never making sense. They tell you secrets. They offer deals. Some promise release. Others promise truth. But listening to them changes you. Some souls grow hollow-eyed and still, sitting motionless for eternity after believing one of the whispers. No one knows what they heard. You can't sleep. You can't die again. And there's no one coming to save you. But amidst this chaos, some start to notice patterns. Strange consistencies. Rules. And where there are rules, there might be loopholes. At first, hell seems like raw chaos, pain without purpose, horror without logic. But after enough torment, enough time, if time even exists, you begin to notice something. This place has rules. Not spoken, not written, but enforced with absolute, terrifying precision. Rule 1. You can't lie. Any attempt to deceive, even to yourself, results in immediate punishment. Try to say you're not afraid. Your bones shatter. Deny you ever hurt someone in life. You're forced to relive the moment with absolute clarity from the eyes of your victim. In hell, truth is not just required, it is ripped from you. Self-deception burns here, literally. Rule 2. Movement matters. There are zones of stillness and zones of motion. Stay in one place too long, and the ground swallows you whole. But move too quickly or without intent, and you enter loops, forced to repeat agonizing steps endlessly. Only deliberate action, guided by some unknown inner compass, leads you forward or deeper. Rule 3. Nothing is random. Every torment, every hallucination, every grotesque echo you hear is connected to you. It's not hell dishing out generic punishment. It's your hell, your traumas, your fears, your regrets, twisted into architecture and atmosphere. The environment reads you. React with fear, and fear is what you get. Resist, the pressure grows. But surrender entirely, and something strange happens. Some claim to have glimpsed something beyond the suffering. Quiet moments, glimpses of sky, brief contact with others who no longer scream. Whispers speak of paths. Not exits, but challenges. Rule 4. Mercy is scarce, but not impossible. There are rare beings down here, twisted figures with glowing eyes who do not attack. They watch. Sometimes they speak, and sometimes they help. But only if you've endured enough. Only if you've changed. Some call them angels fallen too far. Others think they're just aspects of yourself, the last shreds of your soul trying to pull you through. Rule 5. You are not alone. This is perhaps the most cruel and most hopeful rule. You're surrounded by billions, all suffering, all screaming. But in this collective agony, connection is possible. Two souls clinging to each other, sharing pain. Sometimes it makes things worse. Other times, it creates a strange, fleeting relief, a break in the storm. These rules don't make hell fair. They don't make it escapable. But they do suggest one thing. This place isn't just torture. It's a system, which means maybe it has a purpose. And if there's a system, there might be resistance. Whispers speak of those who don't just suffer, but fight back. In the endless shrieking dark, there are rumors. Not just whispers from the shadows, but stories passed between tortured souls like contraband. There are those who refuse to break, who endure, who adapt, who fight. They're not an army. There are no banners or battle cries, just a scattered, desperate network of the unbroken souls who have found ways to survive the impossible. They move silently through the burning plains and shifting labyrinths. They mark safe paths with blood-scorched symbols etched into bone. They speak in silent gestures, in broken memories. Each one has passed through agony and come out on the other side, not unscathed, but aware. Many started the same, alone, terrified, crushed. But something inside them didn't give up. Somehow, in the face of total despair, they remembered who they were, and they found a way to push back. Their mantra is simple. Pain is the price of clarity. They don't offer escape, not exactly. They offer a challenge. Face the truth of your existence. Accept the full weight of everything you were in life, every cruelty, every cowardice, every selfish moment. No denial, no blame. Total acceptance. Only then, they claim, can you move beyond punishment and begin transformation. Some among them have changed, not just mentally, but physically. Their appearance becomes less twisted, their movements smoother. They glow faintly, not with light, but with awareness, as if they've seen something others haven't. They speak of the flame that doesn't burn, a place deep in, hell where fire becomes illumination, not destruction, where a soul can be purified, not just punished, where redemption might begin. But reaching it is nearly impossible. To get there, you must endure the 5 trials, each one tailored to your deepest shame. Not everyone survives them. Many go mad halfway through, but some make it. And when they do, something shifts in the very fabric of hell. The sky flickers. The ground rumbles. The screams pause for just a second. Even the demons seem to notice. They don't speak, but they react. They hunt harder, because they know if enough souls break free, the system itself might collapse. The resistance doesn't promise salvation. It doesn't even promise hope. But it offers one thing hell never meant to give: a choice. Will you continue to suffer blindly? Or will you face the horrors and try to climb out through them? Because somewhere in the darkest corners of this infernal prison, someone or something has already tried to escape. No one escapes hell. That's what the system wants you to believe. That's what every scream, every torment, every failed attempt reinforces. But beneath the layers of agony, a legend persists. A myth, maybe even a truth. Someone got out. No one knows who. Some say it was a child, too pure to break. Others whisper it was a war criminal who endured every punishment without protest, finding redemption through suffering. There's even talk of a soul that never screamed, and hell itself rejected it. Whatever the origin, the rumor circulates like a virus. There's a path, a way out, but it's not a door. It's a process. The process of unmaking. First, you must endure the full weight of your life. Every forgotten cruelty, every regret. You relive it all, not just once, but as many times as necessary until you no longer flinch. You must own it. Not justify, not escape, Just accept. Next comes the descent within. Hell turns inward. You're no longer tortured by demons or the landscape, but by your own mind. Your consciousness fractures. You see yourself from the outside, from other lives, from imagined realities. You're forced to witness who you could have been and weren't. Then comes the worst part, the decision. You're brought to a space unlike anything else in hell. A void. No sound, no light. Just a voice, your own, asking one question. Do you want to return? This isn't an offer to go back to life. This is an offer to restart your existence from nothing. No memory, no identity. No guarantee you'll do better. You'd re-enter reality as someone else, somewhere else, or possibly something else. The escape, if it exists, doesn't promise freedom. It offers obliteration of the self and the chance to begin again. Some take it, some refuse. Some never make it that far. Those who fail the process vanish, not into torment, but into silence. A fate worse than pain. Oblivion. But if even one soul truly made it through, then the system isn't perfect. Then there is a crack in the walls of eternity. And that idea, it's poison to the very architecture of hell. There are rumors that every time someone reaches the final trial, the sky bleeds. That the watchers, those silent, glowing beings, gather and chant something in reverse. That the fires dim, as if hell itself fears being escaped. But if escape is possible, if redemption can be earned, that leads to a terrifying question. Did we deserve this place to begin with? The torments, the rules, the endless pain. What if they aren't arbitrary? What if hell isn't a malfunction or a punishment gone too far? What if it's exactly what we earned? It's the darkest possibility of all. That every scream is fair. That every tear was weighed against your choices. That this place, this grotesque realm of personalized agony, is the most honest reflection of who we really are when stripped of excuses. We love to believe in forgiveness, in fresh starts. But what if there are things that shouldn't be forgiven? What if we all carry more cruelty than we admit? The small betrayals, the casual lies, the moments we chose comfort over doing the right thing. Maybe there was a scorecard. Not a religious one, but a cosmic one. Not measured in scenes, but in impact. How much suffering did we cause? How much healing did we withhold? In hell, there are no lawyers, no appeals, just outcomes. And perhaps the most terrifying thing is realizing the system knows you. It didn't send you here, it reflected you here. The places you feared most were built by your own subconscious, the monsters that torment you, shaped by your inner guilt. The loop of agony, fueled by choices you thought were forgotten. And if that's true, if this place isn't unjust, but meticulously calibrated justice, then redemption isn't a gift. It's a task. A mountain you must climb after falling off the edge of morality. That means hell isn't just a prison, it's a mirror. And if we are what we see here, then maybe we've always known what waited for us. But if this is justice, if hell is the ultimate reflection of humanity, what does that say about life, about death, and what we choose to believe while we're still alive? If this is how hell might be, then maybe the real horror isn't just the pain. It's the recognition. Recognition that we carry the seeds of this torment inside us. That hell isn't somewhere we're sent, it's somewhere we arrive. Shaped by every decision we made when we thought no one was watching. Every ignored scream. Every moment we turned away from someone in pain. Every lie we told ourselves. What if this is justice? Not cruel, not kind, but precise. And if so, what does that say about the universe that built it? A place with rules, structure, even opportunities for escape or transformation, but only for those willing to be undone first. Maybe that's the final secret, that redemption exists, but it's never given. It's earned one scream, one scar, one truth at a time. So the question isn't just what happens after we die. The real question is, what are we doing now that might build the hell we'll face later? And if escape is possible, will you be one of the few who finds the path out? Or will you become one of the screams that never stops echoing? If this glimpse into the infernal struck a chord, it's because deep down, we all fear what lies beyond the veil. If this version of hell made you think twice about life, justice, or what truly awaits us, then ask yourself, was this just a story, or was it a warning? There are countless more dark possibilities,